Hello English 10, this is Mrs. Long, and congratulations, you made it to the last week of school. At this point, we are completely finished with the content of the course. We have one more week to go for what is called final week or catch-up week. And I just want to say before I get into the details of this week how much a pleasure it's been to work with all of you, to watch you to grow and watch you face some challenges, take them on, and succeed in what you're doing. And it's just really been a pleasure to get to know you as individuals and to be a part of your journey. And I wish you the best in your journeys after this course, wherever that takes you. So I just want to walk you through this week. As I said, it's called Final Week or Catch-Up Week or Grade Change Week. It used to be called Week 19, but it is a last week that is built into the schedule because of the recognition that online courses are a little bit different. So there is no final exam per se that you're going to be taking, no final test. This is really your week to get your grade to be where you want it to be, to catch up on missing work, to submit assignments, to get the points that you need to either pass the class or to get the grade that you want. So I just want to walk you through this. You will begin this week with a final plan. I want to point out some announcements that are on this page. So go down. We're kind of in a final week here through the 28th of May. Memorial Day, Monday, we have no school. Obviously, you can log into Schoology anytime, and that is kind of an extra day. If you want to think of it as a work day, it's an extra day, especially when you consider that you're not going to have school after Wednesday. So kind of a bonus there. All of your late work, everything needs to be turned in by Tuesday, May 27th at 11:59 p.m. And that's just basically a date to show through Tuesday. You can submit anything. And the reason for that is I have to have some time on Wednesday, the 28th, to get your grades in. Do be aware that attendance is required this week, even if you don't complete all of your additional work. If you're happy with your grade, you're done, you still do need to log in or you'll be getting those wonderfully pleasant calls from the office. So just be aware of that. Again, last week to turn in stuff, the last date is the 27th at 11:59 p.m. If it comes at 12:01, I'm not going to sweat it, but I can't be hit with work at the last minute. So this is your chance to think about what your goal is. Think about what your current grade is. Please check your current grade. I try very hard to keep mistakes out of it and to catch the work that comes in late. It doesn't always happen. Check it. Look to see if there is a 0 next to anything that has an icon, because that means that for some reason I haven't graded it. Either I didn't know it was there, or maybe there's a note in there, you need to turn it in to turn it in, something like that. But check your grade. Find out where you're at, and then what your letter grade for that would be. Remember, 60% is passing. Then think about where you want to be. And you can set a goal for where you want to get to. And I will just say I've had students in week 19 go from the teens to passing. So it can be done. If you are at a 30 or 40 or 50% and you want to pass, it is not too late. Or if you are at a high D and you want to get to a B, it is possible. It does take some work, takes some focus. It takes some sacrifice. You have to give up some of the things this week that you might otherwise do. But it is possible. So think about where you want to be, and you're going to create a plan based on this idea. So you're going to click through from goal setting to a worksheet that is really as much for you as it is for me. It does tell me where you want to be, and if I know you're after a goal, then I know better how to support you. So it's just a chance for you in this document here to list the assignments that you'd like to redo, the assignments that you'd like to complete that you can get credit for, and what your point value is for those, how many points you need. And I will say on this that I am more than happy to go through my grade book and just type in a number and see how many points you need to get to the next level, because I think that can be valuable in your planning, because I do recognize you have other classes too, and you may be trying to get to a certain grade level with them too. So happy to do that. Just send me an email, send me a text, call me, say, hey, how many points do I need to get to a whatever grade it is that you're trying to get to. So plan that sheet out, figure out which assignments you're going to do to get those points, to get that letter grade that you want. And then you can submit that here. Again, this is for my information. It's not worth points per se, but it is for my information about what you're trying to do. And then after you finish that, I would like for you to take just a few minutes to give me some feedback. I'm always learning, always growing. I make mistakes. I try to learn from them. And I take student feedback very, very seriously. I have in the past made some fairly major changes based on this evaluation. So if you click on this right here, it will take you to an evaluation that allows you to give me the feedback that makes your course better for students the next time around. So there's some rating on course materials, some rating on me as a teacher, and also the grading. Grade my grading. Did you know what you were getting? Did the feedback make sense to you? And then I've left you some open-ended questions, what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy, what I did a good job of, and what you wish that you could have made me understand. I hear from my kids, my own kids, Mom, you just don't get it. Well, what's the thing that I just don't get for you as a teacher? And then things I can do more effective, and anything else that you would like to tell me about how to make this class better in the future. You are the only ones that can provide this feedback. I can get feedback from other teachers, from parents, or from administrators, but you are the direct consumers. And so your input really, really is valued. And if I had the resources, I'd give you all free Visa cards for doing that, or free bonus, whatever. But I do appreciate your work on that. So that is it. And then when you've clicked through your course evaluation, submitted that through Google Forms, you will get to your very last end of the page, end of the session page. So again, it's been just a pleasure working with you. Be in touch this week. I will grade as fast as I can and get you the feedback that I know you're looking for as fast as you can. Just keep cranking things out, turn them in. If you are happy with your grade, A, B, and C, then you can just relax and sign in every day. Again, attendance is required. And if not, then keep cranking away at the assignments and let me be in touch about your needs. So again, pleasure working with you, and you guys have a wonderful week. Happy May.